Welcome back to another StarCastTV, and I'm Scan. Today we are going to cast some fantastic game between Queen versus Best, Best versus Queen, and spawning location in the top right, the blue Zerg. This is Queen, and the other side of the player, spawning location in the bottom left, the white Protoss. This is Best. And we are going to see a Protoss versus Zerg matchup on Polypoid. And Polypoid is very kind of like a classic map nowadays. After the Fighting Spirit and Neo Sylphid was very popular in the past. And now the Neo Sylphid is not popular anymore because no one is using it now. Everyone switched to Polypoid and an Eclipse. And we are now seeing Pylon is going to be built at the natural, just like always. And Queen is making an Overlord. Whether he's gonna go for Overpull or 12 hatchery, let's see about this. So Queen is not making an spawning pool yet, so this is going to be most likely either 11 hatchery or 12 hatchery. So let's see, is he gonna be using one more larva? No, he's not gonna be using one more larva. So this is going to be a 11 hatchery for Queen, but at the same time we're going to be seeing Best going for the 10 gateway into a scout. So this is 11 hatchery into, should be 10 pull. Although there's going to be a little bit of a delay not using the larva for like a couple seconds, like 1, 2 seconds, 3 seconds maximum. But you will have this spawning pool really fast against the gateway first. So whenever Best is nowadays like a PBZ, Protoss always go for the gateway at the natural. They don't go forge anymore. And because of this, the Zealot pressure won't be doing much of a damage against this 11 hatchery because of the spawning pool is couple seconds faster compared to the 12 hatchery into 11 pool. And now Queen is chasing this probe and doing some amount of a damage, or already took off all the shield. And Best is kind of aware of the gas timing. He needs to be constantly checking how fast the gas is or how slow the gas is. And if he knows how slow the gas is, he can go for the nexus into gas first. 3 pylon gas, and the first Zealot will be going towards to 3 o'clock. We'll be start harassing the hatchery first. Ursadon is over here too, blocking the path, something that I really do not like. Whenever I see this bear, I like to kill them because they just block the path so much that it kind of annoys a lot of the player. And now the Zealot is getting surrounded by the Zergling, and that was a very nice surrounding the Zealot. So oh no, so losing this first Zealot for free like this is not gonna be something that Queen wanted. Only picking up one Zergling. The second Zealot has arrived to the natural, will be going inside of the main base. Queen has started to mine this main base gas, and like I said, Best has gone for the gas first into forge. So whenever Zerg is going for slow gas, as a Protoss you can always go for gas first into a forge and then core after that. So still no cannon whatsoever, and just a single Zealot is pretty much buying all the time, forcing Queen to make more Zergling, and he's getting the metabolic boost first inside of a lair tag. So now drones are getting stacked over here. There are 6 drones pretty much clumped up over here. 8 drones are pretty much clumped up. So that caused Queen to lose a lot of mining time. Zergling speed on the way. One Zealot is over here behind of the mineral line, and I find this very annoying in my opinion. And now the cannon is already done. +1 attack is on the way before Stargate for Best, because Best has been checking how slow the lair attack was. He knows this is a speedling first. Another Zala somehow sneaked out to the 12 o'clock side, and let's see how much of a drone Queen right now has. Okay, there's one more Zergling was Zala was there and finally got picked off. Zergling speed, the metabolic boost is finally complete. Let me see how many Zerglings he has. There are 6 plus 7, so that is 13 Zergling. Yeah, this is what I really hate. Like, Ursaron is blocking the path and it ruins the player's like the rhythm of the game. I hate this Ursaron. The +1 attack is on the way with the Stargate follow up with the Dune. And best, I have a feeling he won't go for 0 attack damage because he has gone for the +1 attack super duper fast. The game has gone for 6 minutes long and +1 attack is already like 60% done by now. So that means in next couple seconds with the Zealot speed follow up or Zealot speed combo, he's gonna have a lot of Zealot army. But at the same time, Queen decided to sneak inside of Best's main base, did pick up like 2 probe at the natural and a couple of Zerglings, 4 Zerglings remaining. Will be going inside. He'll be doing some harassment, picking up maybe 1 more probe or whatsoever. Zealot is picking up the Zergling, nicely done, and another Zealot has come to the both side of the expansion. 1 at the 3 and 1 at the natural, sneaking inside of a main base, and Queen does have the lair tech finish, and I just clicked the Hydra Den and see this is not the Hydra speed, this is the Lurker's upgrade on the way. Very interesting strategy. Did lose the 1 single drone. Ooh, that hurts. So this is going to be 4 hatch Lurker upgrade into 5 hatch. 2 coursers are out on the map. These 2 Corsair is picking up the Overlord 1 by 1. 1 kill each. So 2 Overlords so far. Queen has gone for the Lurker upgrade, but I'm not sure about this because is he gonna earn anything going for the Lurker upgrade first? Because I don't see any benefit of going Lurker first. Okay, he will go 2 Lurker eggs at the 3 o'clock side. And maybe 1 more, maybe two more Lurkers at the natural. The Zealot speed is already done at 7 minutes 30 seconds and it's already out on the map, in the middle of the map, and finally is coming towards to 3 o'clock, and the Lurker X just now completes borrowing top of the hatch rate. That's something during the Caspa era they banned this rule. They banned this trick because once the Lurker or gets in top of the building and you borrow there, your opponent cannot click the Lurker at all, and they call it as a broken rule, like breaking the rule for the Caspa during the Caspa era. And yeah, it doesn't really matter even if you borrow the top of the hatch or whatsoever because Best didn't have the observer anyways, and the result won't be changing too much. Hydra speed is on the way, pumping out more of a drone. Drone saturation is looking great over here for Queen. One group of drone. Here is 2 Lurkers coming towards to fastest the natural. Armor 1 upgrade is already 70%, 80% done at 9 minutes 10 seconds. Robotic facility is already done. Adding more gateway. So there are total 6 gateways so far. Templar Archive, the Storm upgrade is also on the way as well. But these 2 Lurker is probably going to focus targeting on the Forge. But Storm is not available. Yeah, Storm upgrade is about like 90% done, but I would like to see how fast the Forge is going to be going down. But +1 armor is also on the way. He probably does not want to lose his armor upgrade. I would like to see. Oh no. And at the same time, while these 2 Lurkers are pretty much doing the free damage to the Forge, and I think he won't be able to... Oh, nice storm. Ooh. Do you have one more storm available? No! Oh no, +1 armor was not complete. That was a very sexy timing of denying that +1 armor. So that is very good. And now I think it might kind of force Best to make double forge. Maybe not. Okay, he's not gonna go double forge. I personally like to see double forge upgrade, but Best is just gonna stay in a one forge. Zealot Archon is gonna be moving forward with the Observer. More lurkers being made. Hatchery above at the mineral expansion. So whenever Zerg starts to take this expansion, you can start building a lot of sunken on the high ground. And in mid game, or even including the late game, whenever there's a sunken on the high ground, it is barely like nearly the impossible for Protoss to break. Because Sunkens are very strong as Protoss units. And here is the single Zergling spotting how fast the Nexus is. So here's gonna be the Hydralisk with the Lurker. +1 attack is already done. If he didn't get this armor upgrade cancelled, he would have had an even matchup with the Zerg's upgrade. But however, +2 is now started for Zerg, and +1 armor is not done yet for Best. And now this Lurker Hydra is coming up to the Protoss Natural. Here's gonna be a small battle. The Observer will get sniped. Second Observer is dangerously low HP, gotta be careful. Here is Grunzar supporting from the behind and picking up lurkers, really nicely done. A couple of high templars will be ready. Ooh, looks like here's a one drone got stuck over here. I don't know how it got stuck, but no, it's impossible to get stuck over here because this is not it's not possible to like go through over here. So I guess it's a bug that drone got stuck over here, and I think Queen does not realize about this drone. But anyways, Queen is pretty much making a lot of drone at the moment. 59 workers, adding another hatchery on the high ground of the mineral expansion. And by looking at this map, looks like it has more space to build buildings compared to the newest, the Polypoid version. Anyways, Bass is just gonna be turtling up here, 13-minute mark, having this mineral expansion saturated, and adding more nexus over here at the 9 o'clock side. But here are nearly the two groups of Hydralisks coming up to the 9 o'clock side. I think Best is somewhat late to defend this expansion. I think he might have to cancel, but here's one storm available but didn't use on time. So he was paying attention on the top side, using the storm on the top side, and the goons are trying to climb up, but this is too narrow for the ruins to climb up. I think he needs to be backing up, but the Observer will get sniped. And let's see what Queen is preparing for. He wasted quite a lot of army at 9 o'clock, but he did deny and pick up an Observer and a little bit of a goon, High Templar, and so on. So now Queen is preparing for the hype tag at 14-minute mark long. And let me see how many evolution chambers he has. Okay, he has 2 evolution chambers plus 2. Hydralisk is on the way, armor 1 on the way as well. And as soon as the hype tag is done, he probably will start this Zergling, the adrenaline upgrade on the way. And some people may think, hey, I'm already preparing for high tech, so I should start making Zergling. No, you should not go for mass Zergling yet, because if you don't have this adrenaline upgrade, there is absolutely no reason to get Zergling. Like, let's say you're hey, I don't have Vespin gas, so I should make Zergling because I have tons of minerals. It doesn't work that way. Because Zergling with the 0-0 upgrade without the adrenaline against this 1-1 upgrade, or let's say he didn't get the armor upgrade cancelled, it would have been 1-2 upgrade. 1-2 upgrade for Protoss, and Zerglings won't do any damage to Protoss, so you would like to save up that mineral for something, but now the Zerglings are coming out because he's preparing for the Adrenaline. Adrenaline is 80% done, but these Zerglings are trying to do some damage from the behind, but they seem a little too weak at the moment because the Adrenaline is not done yet. I would like to see how much of a... Okay, Adrenaline is just now finished as soon as the battle is almost over. Now the Cracklings are trying to do some damage, and oh my god, look at the DPS of this Zergling. Yeah, they are very supportive unit. Zerglings are very cheap, like every single Zergling only costs like 0.5 supply. And here is Beth is just squeezing all of his army, bringing all of his reinforcement, and trying to break this Lurker and Zergling line, but looks like the victory is gonna be... The victory is gonna be for Queen here. So that was a very intense fight without the Adrenaline. That was amazing that Queen actually hold that push. And now finally Best is making more probe at the 9 o'clock because he started to have more than 3 bases. So I guess he wants to have a little bit more of a worker count. Here are the 6 zealots moving around, and 1 zealot was standing at the 12 o'clock side and denying this expansion. And 2 zealots will be also at the 5 o'clock side, also deny this expansion. I want to see the upgrade. Okay, +2 upgrade is on the way. I really like to see double forge, but still no double forge for Best. And finally, the upgrade is even for the Zerg. +1 armor versus +1 attack. This is very good news for Queen because these Zergling doesn't die by 2 shots. They're pretty tank. Zealot always needs to be ahead of an upgrade in order to 2-shot the Zergling. And once these Zerg upgrade completely evens out against the Protoss army, it is not going to be looking pretty, and these 2 sunken on high ground will be very supportive in mid game and late game with the mass army. Finally Hatch goes down, almost 50% down with the 6 lurker borrowed. I guess he's going to be bringing a couple of lurkers to 3 o'clock because he doesn't have any lurkers. So at the same time there's no units at the 3 o'clock side too, but abusing the terrain and trying to do the lurker activity, but never mind borrowing under the Darkstorm. Zergling comes and surrounding the Drugans. Drugans are pretty much trapped and dying for free. Zealots were pretty much doing the free damage to the Drugan, and a couple of the army has gone up to 3 o'clock side, but these are the nice drone drill, and finally the one drone wasn't the one that was stuck in the abolition chamber. Finally he realized and he found it out. Ooh, that was a bad trade for Best in my opinion. He just wasted all of his army for free, including the Drugan. If he just wasted a Zealot only and saved that Drugan, he can just pump up another like 1 cycle of making Zealot or 2 cycles of making Zealot. That would have been so fine. But if he loses the combination of the army, he needs time. He will probably need like 4 minutes in order to get the same amount of army once again, because it needs time to save up some High Templar energy. And so there are the 3 Dark Templars are out on the map finally for some reason. I think these are the 3 Dark Templars for hunting the expansion. Zerg has 2-1 upgrade for the Hydralisk, 1-1 upgrade for Zergling, and the armor 2 is going to be done by now. Yes. And finally, Queen didn't even make a Spire in this game. I noticed. Yeah, I remember he went for Lurker ultimately first. So he's finally adding a Spire tech because I guess he's somewhat having trouble with picking up this Observer. But here is 4 Lurkers. Very narrow entrance for Best, and just got plagued on the Zealots, and these Defiler and Lurkers are pretty much doing the free damage. And now, ooh, nice doing a couple of the Lurkers, but the reinforcements was coming from the bottom side as well. Queen does have a lot of army at the natural, but he's not going to be bringing, I guess. Queen did spread around all those Zergling everywhere at 5 o'clock to 6 o'clock and even at 11 o'clock, so Best is somewhat struggling to take more expansion. Main base is mined out. Finally, this is what I wanted to talk about. Finally, Best is preparing for a double forge upgrade. Natural is completely mined out. So let's see how the upgrade. So this is going to be +3 with the 1/1 upgrade. 1 armor and 1 shield. Okay, +1 shield. Very interesting upgrade. Usually see 3-2-1 upgrade or 3-2-2 most likely. You don't really need to get armor 3 because armor 2 is more than enough. And now these cracklings are pretty strong. Armor 2 with the +1 attack. And I think the melee upgrade, I think Queen forgot about the melee upgrade. So the game is slowly going into a super late game now, and something that I would like to point out is for Zerg, they become like mined out at the same time, like main base, natural, and the 3rd expansion at the same time. So okay, I guess he didn't have much of a drone at the natural in the early game, so it has still quite a lot of minerals to mine. But here is some battle going on. But I want to point out, if main base and the 3rd expansion mines out at the same time, then Queen is going to be stuck at 3 base mining. So he might need to take another expansion, and here it is. Here is another expansion that Queen will be expanding towards to 11 o'clock. Protoss army just got a lot of plague diamond now. A lot of lurkers just borrowed using Darkstorm, pretty much supporting this Darkstorm. But the father will get sniped by the Archon and the Zealot together at the same time. Lurkers will be borrowing, splitting all the lurker, borrowing one by one. Nice. Oh, Best's army is just running away from Queen's army. Archons are pretty powerful, but against Hydralisk with the range upgrade +3 of a Hydralisk, so that means lurkers are very scary. Let me see the lurker upgrade. So +3, that's 26 damage per shot. So every single like spine attack that Queen does with the lurker, it does 26 damage to Protoss units. And even if it cancels out to this armor upgrade, that doesn't really matter. He's just pretty much buttering the bread with the plague and using Darkstorm after losing all those lurker. I'm not sure about this decision, but when we look at the supply count for both of the players, 51 versus 50, 56 versus 56 worker count, but Queen has a supply lead, so this is a very bad. Okay. Oh, I guess the okay, yeah, that was a defiler. Okay. So yeah, that is a very bad news for Best. He should be the one always be leading the supply count, but if the supply count is about even or even behind in the supply count against the Zerg, that means Zerg has more army value. So Queen is pretty much bringing all of his army, like drag attack over here. Defiler is still alive, but I guess he will get sniped, but it is good. But this 11 o'clock expansion is now slowly getting saturated, adding some Kree colony and the Nidus tunnel. A couple of drones has come. But at the same time, Queen is always gonna be focused on this expansion and gonna be using on the top of the Zealot, and I guess Best couldn't keep up this game anymore and Best taps out. What a interesting and wonderful macro game by both players, but Queen's decision making was so much better compared to Best. I thought Best was leading the game, but somehow, somewhere, I think over here when he was attacking the 3 o'clock expansion, the army was split up into half, and Zerglings were blocking the path as well, and Dragoons were trapped. I think that could be the reason why Best was falling behind. And Queen caught that Protoss army really well there too. So that was a very wonderful game by both players. Thank you for watching, and if you guys enjoy watching these great games on StarCastTV, please hit the like and subscribe button. We will bring more fantastic game in the future.